Okay. So yeah, this time we're gonna start a pretty long project. It's gonna be this game. It's gonna be another one of those shooter games, but this time there are a bunch of kind of slower, like actual enemies that respond to you. I think that would be a fun concept to explore. Are you all ready to do that? Okay. So first of all, let's just click the create button, as always, and this will bring us to a new project. I think we can just name this. I'm just gonna name this another shooter game, something for now. We can change it later if we come up with a more creative name, right? It's gonna be a bit different because this one, I think, is gonna have enemies that actually track you. So smarter enemies, and also you'll be able to change your weapon, I think. That would be a good idea. Oh, okay. All right. So everyone, let's first go into the costumes of our first sprite, Sprite 1. And actually, no, let's first rename this to player. Just like that. Rename it over here and rename it player. Okay. Now we can go to costumes and let's delete the second costume. And for the first costume, let's delete everything in it by clicking the delete button.
Let's see. The spinning actually, that tasting the spinning. Hold on. Now it's spinning, not tasting. What is he saying? I don't know.
Okay. For this player, I think I am gonna draw. We should draw something that represents the player.
Crap. I
What
might
do you
on.
think it should
Wait,
look like?
what?
It should be able to shoot out something, right? Do y'all have any suggestions?
Arrows?
I mean, for the player itself, should it be like a tank, or could it be like a person or something? I was kind of envisioning a 2D space, right? You view from the top. So if it were a tank would be a pretty good idea, right? Do you all agree on that? So I think we should just draw a tank then. So first of all, let's use the rectangle tool and then draw a rectangle like this. And just like, I'd say maybe a bit larger. Maybe just about this size works pretty well. And you can change the fill color to something else. It's more like a tank. So let's make it more grayish, green, dark greenish, right? And we can change the size of the outline. Make it smaller, less visible, maybe a 3. Okay. And then a tank also has like the top part, right? Something like this, a circle. Let's draw that circle. Place it right there. Maybe make it a lighter or darker color depending on what you want it. I'm gonna make it a darker color. I'm gonna make the outer one a bit lighter. Distinct them, distinguish them more. Just like that. And then I'm gonna draw like the shooting thing or whatever. Another rectangle. That would seem pretty good. Something like that. Maybe actually let's rotate it so that it points the other direction. Actually, let's rotate the entire thing to make it so that it points that direction. That would make coding it much simpler. Maybe move this back a bit. Well, that's too far into the back. So forward, just like that. And that looks pretty good for a tank. Is everyone following?
Give me 1 second.
Does anyone need more time on this? I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, everything. I'm gonna center it around the circle, just like that. There we go. Okay. Now, is everyone ready to move on? I'll assume that is yes. Okay, so now let's name this costume Tank. And now let's go to the code. What we're always gonna do is we're gonna start with one flag clicked to activate it all. And then we're gonna broadcast a message. Broadcast message 1. Let's change that message to start game. I always like to do this to make it cleaner, everything cleaner. So this is a message, and it tells everyone that receives the message. So let's drag it out when I receive start game to do something. Now for the tank, we want it to move, right? We want it to rotate directions, and we want it to move. So let's see what we can do about that. We'll just first drag out a forever loop. And then we'll go to motion and then drag it a point towards mouse pointer. So now when we click the flag, it's always going to point towards our mouse pointer. That's good because we want it to shoot towards the direction of our mouse pointer. All right. Now we want the tank to be able to move. And we want to control that direction with our arrows keys. So we're going to drag out some operators. Hold on. So I'm going to drag out some if statements, 4 of them to be exact, to account for all 4 buttons. In each of these, in the conditional part, we're gonna drag out a key space pressed, and we're gonna change it to up arrow for the first one, change it to down arrow for the second one, change it to right arrow for the third one, and left arrow for the final one. So this will detect all directional keys. But it won't do anything just yet, because there's nothing in the ifs. So like if we press up arrow, it still does nothing right now. Okay, now we want to be able to control the speed of our actual tank. So let's go down to variables. Let's delete the first my variable by right-clicking it and then clicking the delete option. So now we don't have any variables. Now let's make one. Let's call it speedx. Make sure it's for all sprites and speed y. And also make sure it's for all sprites. We are going to set these two values to 0. Set speed x and then set speed y to 0 before the forever loop to make sure everything resets properly. Additionally, we are also going to go to motion and then drag out a go to 0, 0 to reset the position of the tank. Okay, now for each of the things, we're going to drag out a change speed x by. So for the up arrow, we're going to change the y value. So we're going to change the speed y by 1. For the down arrow, we're going to also change speed y, but this time by -1 since we're going down. For the third one, we're going to change speed x by 1 because we're going right, so that's a positive direction. And then for speed x, for left arrow, we're going to change speed x by -1. So far, it'll still do nothing because we're just changing the value of the variable. We are not actually changing the location of our tank.
Can you go up a little bit?
Sorry. Oh, yeah, of course. Does this work? I zoomed out a bit
Oh
so you can
yeah.
contain every. Actually, let me move this over so I can zoom in. Just like that. There you go. Okay. Now, let's make sure we reduce the speed x. So let's do speed x is equal to, or set speed x to, and let's drag out a multiplication symbol. Go back to variables and drag out a speed x symbol. Let's do speed x times 0.8. I'd say 0.8. That's it. And then we're going to duplicate it and do the same thing for speed y. And make sure you change out the speed x for speed y in the multiplication operator. Mm,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I just joined. Sorry I'm a little late, but I don't know what to do.
Okay. So, do you have Scratch?
Um, no.
No? Okay. So, could you create an account real quick? So, what you're
Oh,
going to do is you're going to go to scratch.mit.edu,
okay.
this URL,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're going to click create an account if you see that button.
Um, I see sign in, join Scratch, create, explore.
Or, yeah, join Scratch. Click join Scratch.
Okay. Um, do I just create an account?
Yep. And then put in an email address. You have to do some registration, but should go by pretty quickly. Let me help you along the way. So once you click it, you'll have username and password.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and create a username and create a password as well. Okay, and then after that, are you done with that first step?
Yeah.
After that, of course just going to select your country, so United States. And then when you were born, just put something there, your gender, right? And then
Uh-huh.
you're going to type in your email address finally.
Ex excuse me.
All right, are you done registering for an account?
It's doing like a robot test thing.
Oh
Excuse
yeah, just complete that real quick.
me.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a question?
Um, I don't know why, but it reset everything I did, and I forgot to save it.
Oh, that's all right. I think what you can do is you can just remix mine.
But I can't because it's at a different device.
It's on a different what now?
It's on the different device.
Oh,
Wait,
um,
I actually might know how to actually.
you might what now?
I think I know because wait, can you like share it and then I can
Yeah,
save it?
of course. You
Wait,
want me to type the
how much
link?
longer is this lesson?
It's gonna last until 8:15, so 35 more minutes.
Okay, thank you. I'm done.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, okay, first of all, I'm gonna type in the link to this project. So yeah, yeah, you can go ahead and remix it. You can type it into your other device, the link, and then you can click remix. As for you, once you have that, actually, yeah, are you logged into your new account then?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you, are you doing the Scratch on the same device you're using to be in this Zoom meeting?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
so that means you'll have to type in the URL that I typed in chat. So you'll have to type in this thing. Both of you will have to type in this thing, scratch.mit.edu/projects/1264251931.
Okay, done.
All right, that's great. How about you, yeah? Do you have that?
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Do I click remix?
Yeah, you click remix. And then once you have that, you should have a copy of my project, basically, and then you can continue from there.
Wait, so what was it?
It's in chat. So I sent it in
Oh,
chat. It should be just scratch.mit.edu and then slash projects and then another slash 1264251931. And that's it. All right, are you in, Yaya?
yeah,
Did
I
you
have.
click the remix button?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great.
It
So now we
still
can continue.
says, it still says, oh, it's okay, it's done.
Okay? Works now for both of you?
What?
Okay, so what we were just doing was we were creating this, of course, tank game, and we're gonna make it move. All right. Right now we have the variables speed x and speed y, and this controls like the speed factor of it, the velocity of it, and we're gonna make it change the actual position of the tank. So okay, so everyone, we've created these two, we've connected these two blocks, right?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna place this below in the forever loop. So every single tick it's gonna reduce the speed x. So when I hold a speed x and speed y, so when I hold up or I hold left, you can see those numbers they grow larger, but once I let go, they grow smaller at quite a fast rate, right? So now at the very end, we're gonna add two values, two blocks of code. So it's gonna be change x and change y by 10. And instead of 10, we're gonna replace it with speed x and speed y, um, respectively. Okay? And then we're going to put it right below the set speed x and speed y to speed x times 0.8 and speed y times 0.8. So now once we run this, we should be able to move. And it is rather fast right now. Sorry, right now, but we can adjust the values to change them. Okay, so now we want to be able to customize this kind of value. The values of like the positions and the friction, I guess, because this multiplication factor 0.8 that controls the friction. So that means each tick it decreases by 0.2 times speed x. So if we want more friction, we change that to be a smaller value, so like 0.7. So let's create a new block by going to my blocks. And this is just like organizes everything together. So we're going to name this block move player. And then I'm going to have a spot where it says like, going to do like sort of, let's see, move player. We're going to have magnitude, and then we're going to add an input. After you write all this text in the rectangular thing, we're going to add this input on the very left side. And it's going to be like this oval shape. And inside here, you're going to place, let's say magnitude. just magnitude.
Oh, never.
Yep. So this is text. This box is text. Move
What
player,
did you
and then
do?
I am creating a new block right now.
Wait,
So go
how'd you
down.
get that like little line thing in the
Oh,
middle
you
of
don't need the
move?
line thing. You can do two slashes. I think that's an easier way to do it. Just do two
Oh, okay.
slashes. It's not important because this is just the text. This is just what you tell the person coding this or someone looking at your code. It doesn't actually change the functionality. It's just what it looks like. It's just the characters in it, I guess. And then after you have that input, add another text label. So on the very right side, it's a rectangle, and you're gonna put friction. Right? Now you have this text bubble with friction after the magnitude input bubble, and you're going to add another input, which is number text, which is like an oval, and you're going to put friction. So now this is the entire block. So if you're done, you can click OK. But I'm going to leave it here so other people can finish it up.
Should we just run without screen refresh?
Yes, that's actually a good idea. I don't think it changes much, but it's better we do this because that means it's going to run quicker, basically. All right.
Did
Does
I
anyone need
redo
more time?
mine since I didn't click run without screen refresh?
Oh, you don't need to remake it. What you can do is you see this header, you can right click it and then you can click edit. And inside edit, you can tick or untick run without screen refresh. Does that make sense? And also it's not that important, so you don't even need to change it. So now we have this new header block, right? Put everything below point towards mouse pointer inside this header block. So the if up arrow, if down arrow, if right arrow, if left arrow, and everything below it, the changing positions and changing speed x, move it into this new block we created, and then place the block over here. So this block basically calls all the code that's underneath that header block. So it does the same thing right now, but we're going to change it so we can modify the values easily. All right, does that make sense, everyone?
What you doing right now? Will you shut up? Okay, sorry. Okay. What are you doing right now?
Me?
Yes.
Um, so yeah, what we just did was we created this new my block, right? Did you do that? Hello? Okay, so anyways, I'm just gonna overview it again anyways. So what I did was I created this new block called move player by a certain magnitude with these inputs. And then I moved all the code that we previously had in here into that new block we created. And I dragged out one of the new blocks and placed it back where all the previous code was. So we were just organizing the code to make it easier to read and understand, and also make it easier to change. So the magnitude is going to replace the following values. So in the if up arrow, we're going to place magnitude. And in the if right arrow, we're going to place magnitude. And you can drag out the magnitude from the custom block you made, where you have the circle part, the circular magnitude. Okay. And then for these negative values, we're going to go to operators and drag out a multiplication symbol. And we're going to put magnitude in the first one, and then we're going to do magnitude multiplied by -1. So the magnitude is flipped to the opposite direction. So we can move down or we can move left. So I'm going to copy the same thing and then move it to replace it in the if left arrow pressed part of it as well. And then make sure you place in the magnitude number here. So I'm going to put 5 here, 0.5, sorry. I mean 0.5 to make it slow. We kind of want the tank to be a bit slower. Okay, now we're going to replace the 0.8 in both of the set speed X and set speed Y with friction. So we're going to be able to control that as well. And of course, drag out friction from the custom block, the circular part of the custom block that says friction. And in friction, we're going to replace it with 0.7 on this left side over here in the actual block over there. Now you can see our tank moves really slowly, but that's kind of what we want. And if you think it moves too slow right now, you can change the values. Magnitude changes how fast it moves, and friction changes how quickly it slows down. So if I change friction to 0.9, it's going to be very slippery, right? If I change it to 0.97, it's going to be really, really slippery. Okay, so I'm going to make the friction 0.7 because that's what I want it to be, and magnitude to be 0.5. Make sure it's pretty slow. And it comes to a stop fast. All right, everyone. Now that we have the player moving and pointing in the direction we want it to, we can implement this new shooting mechanic. So first of all, we have to draw the actual bullets it's going to shoot. So go ahead and go to the bottom right corner, close to the bottom right corner, right here, where my mouse is. Sorry. Oh, whoops. What does it say paint there? Oh yeah, there we go. Right there. Choose a sprite and then select paint right over here. Once you select that, there should be a new sprite in this area down here. And let's rename it right over here. Let's rename it to bullet. All right. Now, inside this bullet sprite, we're going to create a tiny, tiny little sprite. So we're going to zoom in really far. And you can see these little squares in here to help us make proper shapes, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make the bullet yellow. I think that fits well. But maybe you can do it any other color if you want. I'm going to make it a rectangle. I'm going to give it out a black outline, and then I'll make sure the outline has a width of 1, which is controlled right over here. Using this rectangular tool right over here, I can create a bullet shape, just like that. And it has a width of 4 tiles and a height of 2 tiles, but I kind of want to make that 1 tile to make it smaller And I'm actually going to remove the outline. I don't think the outline looks good. But y'all can do whatever you want with this bullet as long as it's pretty small and can be clearly shot out of the tank, I guess. And I'm going to make it darker so it's easier to see on the screen. Just like that. Okay, good. So you can see it kind of fits the nozzle well of the tank, I guess. Yeah, just like that. Yep. So this is a shape I like for the bullet. Center it. Make sure you center it. That's really important. All right. Does anyone need more time drawing their bullets? Okay, then let's move on. Let's go to the code of the bullet sprite. In here, we're only going to care about one thing so far. We're going to drag out a when I start as clone. Because instead of treating this main sprite as a bullet, we're going to treat its clones. Because we need multiple of these bullets. What if you fire multiple at the same time, right? Or at a very similar time, I guess. Multiple will be on the screen anyways, right? So it's going to be when I start as clone. And then we're going to do we're going to do a repeat until. And we're going to go to operators and we're going to drag out an or operator. Okay. And in here, we're gonna control how fast the bullet moves. So actually, let's go down here and make a new block, I guess. Yeah. Guess we can do shoot bullet and make it run without screen refresh. Or actually, don't do that. Just click OK. Now we have a new block called shoot bullet, and let's put this repeat until under there, and let's drag out a shoot bullet and place it under the when I start as clone. So again, this does the same thing, it just makes it more organized. So in this repeat until, we're going to have it move 10 steps. 10 steps. And for the actual operator, for the actual conditions, we're going to go to sensing, and we're going to drag out a touching edge block. Is there a touching edge block? Yep. Okay, so first you're going to drag out touching mouse pointer, and you're going to change the mouse pointer value to edge. So it's going to keep moving forward until it touches the edge of the screen. Then it's going to do something that's below this part, right? That's what repeat until means. So we're going to drag out and delete this clone. That basically means the clone or the bullet just disappears. So once it touches an edge, it disappears. It's gone. And that's going to be how it works. In the second ore, we're going to leave it blank for now because we don't really need to do anything with that for now. For now. Okay, so now let's move back to the player code. In here, we're going to actually code in the shooting function. All right. Okay, so we're going to create a new block first. And we're going to, inside the player sprite, we're going to create a new block. We're going to name it,
Excuse me?
yeah, what's up?
Where do I get the old code?
Where do you get the old code?
Like the code that's on your screen right now.
Oh, if you click into the player sprite again. So different sprites are like different kind of like
Oh,
objects. They are
okay.
different like objects, and they each have their own separate code that control, I guess themselves. Sorry, I didn't explain it.
Okay.
So yeah, so if we go back to the player sprite, that means we're controlling the code for the player. If we go to the bullet sprite, that means we're controlling the code for the bullet and what the bullet does.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going back to the player sprite, and then we're going to make a new block down here. It's going to be like a function. It's going to do nothing when we first create it, but we're going to name it control shooting, I guess. Yes, control shooting. Okay, and then run without screen refresh, and then we're going to click OK. This control shooting block, let's place somewhere over here, and then let's drag out a block to place in the forever loop, right after move player. Right after move player. Just right here. Once you have that down, make sure you drag the header block next to the other header block, and we're going to start coding right over here. So we're going to first drag on an if to check whether we are having our mouse down. So we're going to go to sensing and then drag out a mouse down. So this is going to detect when we are clicking our mouse. And we're going to go to operators and we're going to drag out an OR. We're going to place the mouse down in the first part of the OR. And for the second part, we're going to drag out a key space pressed. So it's either if we hold down our mouse button or we hold space that we're going to shoot a bullet. All right. And how do we actually shoot a bullet? Well, we have to create a clone of the bullet. And thankfully, there is a block of code that does that. And it's in the control section. So go to the control section and scroll down a bit, and you're going to find create a clone of myself. We can change that myself to be bullet. So if we place that in and we press space, boom, it shoots out the bullet. But the strange thing is that it shoots it out in from the bullet sprite right now. It's not shooting out from the tank. So we got to fix that.
I don't know why, but there's now 2 tanks. And the bullets only shoot forward.
Oh, if there's 2 tanks, just click the flag again, because you probably created a clone of your tank on accident.
Oh yeah, okay, it worked. Oops.
Yeah, the bullets only shoot forward. That's the problem we have right now. Okay? So I forgot one thing in the bullet code. Okay? So in the bullet code, we actually have to make sure that the bullet goes to the player position first. So before we do shoot a bullet, we're going to separate the shoot a bullet and when I start as a clone. Yeah, everyone please go back into the bullet sprite. Sorry, I forgot to say that. So between these two things, we're going to place, first of all, a go to random position block in the first place, and we're going to change this random position to player. So this makes sure that the bullet goes to where the player is. And then from that, we want the bullet to shoot out the player in the right direction. So we want to make sure that the bullet is pointed to the right direction when it is shot. So we're going to drag out a point towards, I guess, point towards mouse pointer. That's good. That's all we need. Point towards mouse pointer. And would you look at that? Now we can shoot it in any direction. Just like that. Now it's
My
shooting
bullets
pretty rapid.
aren't being shot anywhere. I can't shoot my bullets.
Sorry, okay.
I said that.
Okay. Um, are you pressing space
Yeah,
and it's not shooting?
it's not shooting.
Okay. It's not shooting anywhere, not even from the original bullet.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you go back to your player sprite
Okay.
and make sure in this forever loop, and we call this forever loop the game loop because it runs the game, right? Do you have the
Mhm.
control shooting custom block down here?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Now, under the control shooting kind of blocker right over here, um, do you have an if then and mouse down or key space pressed? Make sure it's an or,
Yes, I have all of that.
and you have create a clone of the bullet, right? Not the tank, the bullet.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Then it may be something with the bullet sprite. So go ahead and click into the bullet sprite. And did you connect the shoot bullet back into the when I start as clone?
Yeah.
Okay. And is your code the exact same as what I have on my screen right now? Because these two pieces of code, what these two things do is it positions the bullet in the right place. And then the shoot bullet code right over here is what actually makes the bullet move.
Hmm.
So we have a repeat until touching edge, or, and this part is left blank, because in the future we'll place something there. And then in here, we're going to have move 10 steps. And finally, after all that, we're going to delete this clone after it touches the edge.
Yeah, I have all of that. I don't get what's wrong.
Okay,
I mean, the bullet shape can be the problem, right?
the bullet shape. How big is the bullet?
I mean, it's just as big as you had it, or something.
Okay, so that may not be the problem. Is your tank like at the very bottom of your screen or on the edge of your screen?
No, not right now.
So it's in like somewhere close to the center, right?
Hold on. I'm testing something really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I tried and it failed. I tried making the bullet a bit smaller, but I
Okay.
guess that's not working.
Hmm. It's a bit tricky. Okay, so could we first do something else to make this original bullet disappear and then we'll look back at your problem, all right?
All right.
Okay, so everyone, I need everyone to do this. We're gonna go to control and we're gonna drag out a when I receive start game block again. So remember, this is what initiates the game. And we want to make sure we want to hide this bullet, the original bullet, because the original bullet does nothing. It's just a template for the cloned bullets to run. So what we're going to do is we're going to hide it. So when we receive start game, go to looks and then drag out a hide block and place the hide block right there. And then maybe just initialize it. So make sure it goes to X0 and Y0, which is the center of the screen. And then now you can see that when you shoot a bullet, it doesn't shoot. Nothing shoots out of your tank. Well, that's just because all your bullets are hidden right now because you hided the original bullet, so that means all the clones are also hidden. So you want to make sure you show them. So right before everything in when I start as clone, just place a show block, just like that. Now we have everything set, and everything should be back to normal.
Wait, should we all do it?
Yeah, everyone. This is for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and now back at
Uh-huh.
now let's look back at your problem. So wait, so you had all this code the exact same, right? Wait, who had the problem again?
I
The
had it.
problem. Wait, sorry, I can't see.
Uh, it
Oh
was
yeah, yeah,
me,
there we go. I
Carly.
see it. I see it. Okay, so I think so. Have you tried using the space bar to shoot it?
Yes, I've used the space bar and the mouse.
And they both
Nothing
don't
really
work.
works.
That's interesting. So, can you go back to the original player sprite, please?
Yeah.
And do you have these two kind of segments of code the exact same? Because yeah, this is the main game loop, and it's really important that you have that.
Yes, all of that is the same.
Hmm. And then, hmm, wait, so your bullet you said it's definitely smaller than the screen, right?
I mean, I can see that there's one bullet on my screen,
And
but
is
like
it just
it's
as
off
small
to
as
the
like mine?
side. What?
It's tiny, right?
It's not tiny. It's just about the same size as the bullet you have, I
Oh,
guess.
okay. I mean, that's pretty small.
Mm. Hmm.
This is really interesting. I don't are you doing this doing Scratch on the same computer as you're using to be on this Zoom meeting?
I am. Is that a problem?
No, that's not a problem. That's actually good. That makes solving your problem easier because you can just share your screen. So can you go
Oh,
to Zoom real quick and then
yeah.
click the share button? Do you see the share button in the
The
middle?
share button. Yeah.
Yep. And go ahead and click that and please share your screen so I can see what's going on.
This screen? Is that it?
Yep. Yep. Okay. So can I see your yeah, I see your bullet code. Can you drag it over a bit so I can see the
Like this?
yep. And also scroll up a bit in the actual code. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Repeat until
Like, look.
yep.
I'm pressing space and I'm clicking.
Hmm.
It's not doing
Okay.
anything.
I got that. Thank you. Now can you go to the player sprite, please?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
And
kind
let
of
me see what's
messy.
going on. Start game, control shooting. Can you go to the left side, please? Yep.
Over here?
Thank you. Create a clone. Hmm. Okay, can you click save now, please? The save
Right
now.
now?
Can you just reload your entire page by clicking the the circle button? Yep, right
Let's
there.
see. Yep.
Maybe try again. Click the flag and see if it works. Nope. Okay. That's
Bummer.
something. Okay, could you go to the bullet sprite,
Mom!
please?
Mama! Oh, never
Hmm.
mind. Never mind.
This is I maybe repeat until touching edge. How about you remove delete this clone? Can you remove delete this clone for now? Just detach it. That's all. Or yeah, that
I'll
works as
leave.
well. Oh yeah, if you're done, you can leave now.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, have a great day.
Bye. Thank
Okay,
you. You too.
now when you press space, do you see any bullets appearing?
Well, one of
Oh,
this,
I
but it kind
see.
of
Okay, I see the problem now. Okay,
not
can you go
sprint,
to your
not
shoot
really
bullet, the head of your shoot bullet? What's
bullets.
happening is it's shooting it really fast, like before you can see anything. So go hover your mouse over like the purple part of your shoot bullet
What
and then
part?
right click it. Yep, just right there. Right click it. And then click edit.
Edit.
Now untick the run without screen refresh because the run without screen refresh makes it
Oh,
run really quickly.
oh,
Now
I
click
see.
OK. Now click the flag again. Now shoot it.
Oh,
There we
there.
go. And now add the delete this clone back, or else you'll have a bunch of bullets stuck on the edge of your screen.
Let's see. Here we go.
Nice. Yep.
Finally.
Now it all works. Good job.
All right.
Yeah, the problem was just run
Um,
without screen refresh. That makes it run really quickly.
I
All
see
right.
now.
Well, good job today, and have a great day.
Yeah, just
All right.
goodbye.
Bye, everyone.